Good day, good day, good day. Cheers, everybody. How we doing, mates? Want to go in here this morning, right quick, before I get started for the day, and I want to make some room in my bags. All my spots are full, and you know how it is. You're constantly coming back. You're loaded up. You're recycling and selling things and opening up a bunch of spots and going to do a raid. And each time you come back, you do that. So I want to open my bags up a little bit so I can go do at least a couple raids in between and then try to keep them clean. I always want to try to keep somewhere in the range of like at least 15 to 20 spots open. That allows for you to go do a free kit. I think it's like 13 or 14 spots open. You can go do a free kit. So I always want to at least leave that much open, so I want to hurry up and jump in real quick, and then I don't have time to set up a bag. Um, you could just grab free kit and go, but I want to go through my bags here and do a little bit of adjusting and cleaning up. See what is the harvester is just finishing up, so I don't think I'm gonna get back into a harvester. I made 2 runs. I videoed one of the runs. The first run was similar to what happened in the video. Got lucky a couple times and was able to make it out with a few cores. So that was eventful. I also did my first deadline on a bombardier, right? Yeah, it was a bombardier, not a bastion. Yeah, the bastions are black and the bombardiers are white, right? Is that how it goes? Um, I can look that up. But anyways, so this is how I run mine in the category section. And when I want to go clean my bags, I just hit all. Usually anything that's up in here, usually I'm keeping. Sometimes I'll have free kit augments that I want to get rid of, or like shields that are really, really beat up, like this one's at a 21. I'm better off just to go ahead and recycle that and get my spot back. What is it? It's like 2 or 3 batteries to build one, but to repair one, it's only 1 battery in 1 circuitry. So my opinion, I wait till they get down and then repair them. I forget how much they come up on a repair. It's, gosh, I don't even remember. 40 points or something, I think. 45 points maybe. Something to think about though. So I let this get down. I'll take it out for 1 more run, and then I'll take, and when I get back, I'll go ahead and repair it. I'll have to keep an eye on that number. I used to know it. But these guns, I'm keeping all the gold and purple guns for now, even though some of these are down there and need to be repaired. The Hull Cracker, I have blueprints for that. The Tempest, I don't think I do. I don't think I have the Tempest blueprint. The rest of these I do. We can go look at the blueprints too. My Ospreys, I just started collecting these. These I put the gear on most of them, and that too, I don't know if you guys noticed, okay, like this Hull Cracker has no gear on it, so right here in the center it's blank. This Osprey has gear on it, so right here in the center it's telling you got some gear on that weapon. So if you're searching and doing some weapon swapping, need to find a weapon that's got some room or something to be able to move some, so you had some barrels or magazines or something, okay? Something to think about. But alright, let's get back to figuring out cleaning our bags up. Ammo looks pretty decent. Sometimes you'll end up with a ton of one kind if you're bringing everything back from your raids. So I'll keep an eye on that. Sometimes you can eliminate a bunch. I don't run the light guns that often, so I usually only keep a couple hundred around. Snap hooks are worth good coin, so every one of these I've found, and I gotta start carrying it with me and starting to use it. The cloaks, all the cloaks I found. I had my guitar, so I'll keep that. I keep one of each of these for whatever reason. I don't bring them out and use them, but so I just keep them in my bags. If there is a time when I do need them for something, a group of us want to get together and play some tunes. The rest of the stuff, see, I build the wolf packs. All this stuff I find during the raids. I don't build any of that shit. The deadlines I either find or a couple of these I've built. Like I said, I've now done my first deadline. Let me tell you, your heart gets a pumping and your hands are sweating. You know, you got that anxiety, a little bit of anxiety and like jitterness, and yeah, it was a good time. So now it's time to go use up some more of those because you get good coin from doing that. Um, you get a lot of the cells and stuff that you need. These, I find all this stuff, a lot of times I just cash it in. So usually I have a ton more. Same with the trigger nades. I find those. A lot of times I end up cashing them in, or sometimes I'll break them down. Sometimes I'm not out running, grabbing processors. My Vita Spray, see, I can make that. These I all find. I haven't had to craft any yet, but I don't use it that often. I got to start using it more because it is ideal. I don't know if you've noticed. Throw on some herbal bandages and switch over and squirt yourself with this, and you'll get kind of like a double heal going. There's some other little tricks too. I don't know if they still work or not, where two teammates working together can make things move along a little bit quicker. Defibs, I don't make those. I find them during my runs. I'm actually getting a little bit lower now in them because I've been bringing a lot more in. Sometimes I'll dress in orange and do a medic run during the harvester or say the matriarch. I don't run Stella. I gotta get in there and get these keys used up. Where these damn surveillance. You find these all the time, the damn surveillance. There's hardly anything good in that room. Maybe during a night raid, but the paths to them are so easy, and everybody just runs a couple paths to these couple rooms on dam and pretty much doesn't do anything else there, that it's hard to, unless you get the spawn right there and you've got a beeline. I've even had some of the closest spawns at beeline there, and people still beat you. They've got, zipline tactics or the snap hook tactics to move along the map a lot quicker. So I gotta up my game a little bit there. Raider hatch keys, and like Stone Mountain says, I wish we had, like he said, like a key ring for all this. You could fit, say, 10, 15 keys on your key ring at a time, and that was a different section other than your stash. Because these do add up and take up a lot of spots, and you don't always have time to go chase them down. If you're wanting to do like the matriarch or harvester, that eats up a bunch of your time during the day. Not everybody has, 6, 8, 10 hours to sit in front of this and play. So now we got our reactors and cores. I have the blueprints to craft this gun, so these I will not sell. That gun does pretty decent. It's a fun gun to play with. I got to break it out a little more, find more reasons to break it out. And then the Queen's reactor, I do have both of the blueprints for this here, the Jupiter and the Equalizer. Sometimes I sell some of these, but recycling them down, you can get your power rods and your magnetic accelerators. Now, power rods, okay, or magnetic accelerators first. These, help craft some of your other weapons, and along with the weapons that the reactors craft. Or if you were to break these down as a stack of 3, so you're going to get 3 advance or 3 motion cores. Now your motion cores, I use those all the time for my wolf packs. And what is it? Launcher ammo. Okay, and using the hull cracker, so your launcher ammo. And crafting magnetic accelerators. I have the blueprint for that too, so I can craft those accelerators. Now your power rods, okay, for your heavy shields. If anybody runs heavy shields, which not a lot of people do. I've never actually made one nor ran one. I don't have to use it to craft my snap hooks, as I find snap hooks all the time. But the parts you get from them are good. These come in handy all the time. Okay? And then these come in handy all the time. And then breaking these down come in handy all the time. So your power rods are very valuable in my opinion. Let alone going and doing the power rod room. Usually you can get some pretty good goop out of there during a night raid, electromagnetic storm. And I believe there's maybe a quest or something in-game on the map that you can do with some of these power rods. I forget. I'll have to do some more research on that, and maybe I'll see if I can't find the information and actually do a little video on it and actually run what it is. I believe you bring these to some arc and you install them, and something happens. So Rocketeer drivers, seems like they're given less in the Rocketeer drivers. I'm lucky to find one, maybe two. Two most of the time, but there's been plenty of times where I've only found one. And these obviously sell for good money. Really easy to get. You get a good amount of the advanced electrical. Okay. Better than you get here. Okay. Because you're getting 3 for 3. And what do you get here? 6 for 3. Okay. And your alloy. So I'm always breaking these down, which we're gonna do right here. Okay. We'll keep 3. We're gonna recycle. That's what we're gonna get. Now it's gonna take up some room. Okay. Come down here and show you those only go in stacks of 5. So I should have counted how many I just recycled. Because we didn't really, no, see, we're overstacked now. But these here, what we can do, we'll take 3 of these and we're gonna recycle these down. Electrical components, okay, and wires. These come in handy all the time. Always using those up. The alloy you get from these, or you know, you can see your seeker grenades. If your light shields are handy all the time. Using the light shield, you move a lot faster in the field. The arc motion cores, I don't craft them because I find so many of them in the game, or you get them from like when you're dropping your big arc, like the Bombardiers, the Sky Queen there, the Rocketeer, any of the big arc like that. So very plentiful in the game. These, you can find a lot of them in the game if you go to certain areas. Something I need to do, I need to go make a few runs so I can get my healing up a little bit. My bandages, I got enough spray. The VitaShot, I don't have the VitaShot blueprint. I find it in the game and stuff, but I don't have it. So the VitaShot's pretty handy too. But I do have the VitaSpray blueprint. Back to cleaning our bags here. Let's see. These here, shield rechargers for your big blue shield rechargers, and your ammo for your gold weapons. So you don't have to keep a lot of them on hand. What happens if we recycle? Okay, so it breaks us down and it'll give us our basic shield rechargers. Those work good for your basic shield recharging. But what we're going to do, because we need some loot too, because we want to get the 5 million here as well for the expedition. I am in the expedition. I didn't have this game for the first expedition. I got it just as this expedition started. Or I bought it months ago, but I finally just built my computer to be able to run the game and handle the game. And just as that other expedition started, so it was like perfect timing. So whenever, that's how long I've been playing so far, is that had just started the day that I fired up and started running. I'm not sure how many days we're into the expedition. I believe they're a 60-day run. So I played about 30 days, because about 20, just over 29 days, almost 30 days left. So I've got about a month worth of play in. Let's look at blueprints real quick before we go back to the bags. So I've got 58 of 75. And I mean, you name it. Every one of these I've found personally in game. I don't deal with any of the folks trying to sell shit to you and stuff. And I've never received any from another player. I bring my duplicates in 90% of the time. There's times when I sell them, but I bring my duplicates in, and I'll either load up a locker, but I only do that if I get a 30-minute start, because usually there's going to be somebody going to spawn back in behind me, and everything will get ran over a couple times. So I'm hoping people find them, because you don't know if you just leave them in the locker. You know, and there's times when I'll go wait at the, I need the Mark III, the one where you can crawl back. Survivor is what I need. So I need to go figure out what map that one likes to spawn on and go make some runs there. Now, I like when you go back to your bags. Right where I was is where I left off. We just went and did all that other shit. So these are good for building, like I said, your wolf packs, and I use them all the time for doing that. Recycle down, you get some alloy out of them. I don't really need any alloy right now. Whoops, what am I doing? Ha, wrong button. If you hit shift, it'll move it over to your bags if you're in your stash. If you're in your bags, it'll move it over to your stash if you hold shift. Holding control will highlight them. See, and then these assholes, the friend requests. I get so many. I've been on here, hold on a second, let's sell this. Look at this. I've been on here for about an hour and I've already got 5. I report them all and block them all, but look at this. This is fucking ridiculous, dude. Those are just the ones I blocked. I used to just, like, say no, like, deny the request. So there's twice as many as that aren't listed there. Alright, so back here, I'm always finding heavy gun parts, so we're gonna sell those. And we're not building any guns right now. Same with light gun parts, medium gun parts. This is gonna open up some more spots. We're gonna sell it because we want the money. We're at 38, or 3 mil, 800 thou, which is good. The rope, the zip line and snap hooks, and then if you ever want to break them down, you can get some help with healing. Processors, those come in handy. Your mod components. These I can never find enough of. These are awesome. You need them to build your mods. And recycling them down. Yeah, you get mechanical and springs, but that stuff I find so much in game that I find myself never recycling anything down to build those things. And then usually I might come across where I'm like one spring short or one electrical component short or something, and you just go craft that one real quick. So I never break a lot of stuff down. I usually sell a lot of it. The processors, something I use. The sensors here. Okay, the wires and the metal. Explosive mines, radar hatch key. Okay, that's why I had them. I had them for the radar hatch key. So we don't need that many of them. We're gonna go ahead and sell those off. That's for your Vita shot, which, like I said, I don't have the blueprint, so you can sell or recycle. You get a couple chemicals, some plastic parts, which you get so much of that from your scrappy. A lot of arc alloy. Use it for many things. Like I said, light shield, motion core, circuitry, secret grenades. Secret grenades are your friends, especially where arc is changing and adapting to your playstyle. That until you learn some of their movements, I noticed, like, was it the wasp, the pure white ones, the easier ones to take out of the sky, are now, for me, staying back further and attacking me from a distance, where it's like it knows that I'm not a great shot, a long shot, and I'm carrying usually a handgun on me. they are chasing you through the buildings. I had Pops chase me down through the swamp yesterday, like 500 meters. So it's like some crazy shit. You know, they're really changing up there. Whoops, here I go again. Get back in my bag there. Wrong button. So that's just, I don't know, it's awesome that they're doing that within the game. Keeping you on your toes, and everybody is constantly learning, and things are just different every time. You just never know what you're gonna walk into. Like I said, I constantly got tons and tons of springs, and a lot of the stuff I don't have to make because I find it. I find all these mags and things that these things can do. So a lot of times they just sit here. The wires, I'm constantly collecting those or breaking down things for these. Technically, we could get rid of all those. Mechanical, we'll keep those. Magnets, I'm constantly finding those. But they're only one stack right now, so we'll go ahead and let that ride. Shield chargers, I try to keep these around. I usually don't sell them. I usually always get turned into shield rechargers. So we got 2 right there. We're just starting out for the day, so we got to collect a few of those. And the chemicals. Right now, we're not looking to build anything. We have enough supply right now to go make a few runs. So we want to open up some spots in our bag. All the stuff that I'm 100% getting rid of, I'll easily get a stack or 2 of that back in a run or 2. I have a bunch of healing stuff still. We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. That's only 2 in the stack. Lance's mixtape, I believe, is your largest stack. I don't believe a gun. Let's go look real quick. 30K, right? This gun is 2550 and this gun is 24, but they're not 100%. And I'd have to build together a gun, the Affilion there, and see what its price is. I think when the highest one is 2750 at 100%. So your largest stack is your Lance's mixtapes. Okay. 30K. So building up here for the 5 million, and I believe how it goes, it's between your space dollars here and what you have in your stash. So technically I could sell these. I don't have to keep them here for the expedition. I've already donated everything into the expedition. These made it really easy, having a bunch of these to do that. And the coral necklaces, those are worth a lot. And then what are these, the playing cards? Yeah, that's your other one that's worth the most. And these here, the music box, is another one that's worth the most for these type of items here. So technically we could sell all these and open these spots up too, along with this. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Seeds are worth quite a bit. You know, 10K for 100 of them. These are so easy to come farm. Rubber parts, those are so easy to come by. The plastic parts, so easy to come by. I'm going to keep 1 stack of this and that for now. Seeds, there's nothing I need to go get from Celeste. Or actually, wait a minute, we're going to keep these for a minute, because I want to show you another thing you can do to get some extra loot. Alright, so let's sell this. Let's go ahead and sell this. Okay, 160K. 160K. Look at that. We're almost at 4 mil. We're almost at 4 mil. We might be at 4 mil here in just a second. I want to show you this as well. This is another thing you can do, because a lot of times doing the matriarch and the harvester, you're left over with a bunch of motion cores. And the advanced arc power cells. So, if we do this here, let's see how many batteries we can get off her. We can get all 10. Nice.
Don't mind the mess.
Alright, so we're going to take those 10 batteries now. We're going to go back to our workshop here, and we're going to build this energy ammo. Okay, 2 batteries and 1 advanced arc power cell. Now we get all these from going in doing the harvester, matriarch, any big arc. When you drop them, this is one of the rewards that's in there. So a lot of times these are always left behind by the other people because they just want the gold items, right? So grab all those. Grab your batteries for some free seeds, or these are easy to harvest in the game. Okay, there we go. Used up our 10 batteries. Now get back into our bags here. Let's go to our ammunition and sell all this. Okay, there we go. Just made 25k. Boom. There we go. We're at 4 million. Bam. 4 million. All right. See where our bags are. Now this is merge stacks. Now if you have something that can be stacked together, okay, say here, see how ammo stacks in 40 for the heavy, stacks in 40 for the heavy. Okay, this is a stack of 34. Let's split the stack up here. Let's just do something like that. 2 stacks of 17. So say these were in your bag. These two could go together and open a spot up for you. So I'll do this all the time. I'll click all, merge stacks. There we go. It went from 240 to 238. Okay, so we merged 2. One of them was the heavy ammo that we just opened up ourselves, and there was something else. But all right, there we go. Cleaned our bags up some. Opened up a ton of spots. Boy, what's that? 50 or 42 spots. We still have some things in our bag here, so not quite. You know, we opened up a good 30, 35 spots. We could do a little more cleaning, but there's a few things I would normally have added in here. The other gold gun would be sitting in here. I don't need to have this many anvils, just I found a bunch of them yesterday and it's a gun I use. So instead of repairing one, just burn it, throw it away, burn it, throw it away, right? But yeah, there we go. There's a little bit of cleaning up, open up some spots. I still see a little bit more cleaning I could do. But there's a good little run over of what some of these items do. Yeah, Arc Raiders, Southern VT. Much love, everybody. Peace out.